Hello friends, welcome to all. Today we will discuss about magnetic dipole radiation. Before that, we have seen electric dipole radiation and we have also seen a derivation of different parameters of for electric dipole radiation. Then we have seen blueness of sky and redness of sun and how it is possible due to radiation that we have already seen. Now another topic we are going to discuss is magnetic dipole radiation. So for that we have a wire loop. Suppose we have a wire loop of radius r, radius is b, around which we drive an alternating current. Around which we drive an alternating current, and that current is defined as I of t is equal to I0 cos omega t. Okay, so this is a model for an oscillating magnetic dipole. Okay, so m of t is equal to pi b square into I of t z cap. So it is equal to m0 cos omega t z cap. Okay, now we will draw the figure for this case. So we have seen that there is a circle of radius b, so this radius will be b. Okay, now this one is the z direction, this one is the y direction, and this one is the x direction. Now in this wire loop the alternating current is flowing from this wire loop. Okay, and this is known as a magnetic dipole. Here we see this point. Okay, and distance from origin is small r, and this distance is also small r. So this one is the di current, di dash. Okay, that will flowing from this, and this angle between these two is psi, and angle between these is phi. So this is the figure for this case. Okay, the circle radius of this wire loop is small b. Okay, and this one is the x, y and z directions. Okay, now we have seen this equation m of t is equal to pi b square into I of t into z cap is equal to m0 cos omega t z cap. But what is m0? So here I am writing m0 is equal to pi b square into I0. So it is the maximum value of the magnetic dipole moment. Okay, so this is the maximum value of the magnetic dipole moment. The loop is uncharged, so the scalar potential is 0. If this loop is uncharged, then scalar potential will be 0. The retarded vector potential is given by vector potential, okay, is A of r comma t is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi integral I0 cos omega t minus r upon c. Okay, upon r, here di dash. So this one is the vector potential. Okay, now in this equation we have taken r upon c. So what is c? C is the velocity of light, because we know that electromagnetic waves are traveling with the speed of light. Okay, so due to this we have taken this. Okay, for a point P, here is the point, suppose this is the point R. Okay, and it is directly above the x-axis. Here we can see that it is directly above the x-axis. A must aim in the y direction. So this vector potential A must be in the y direction, since the x components from symmetrically placed points on either side of the x axis will cancel. So here we can see that A must be in the y direction. Okay, so we can write here A of r comma t is equal to mu 0 I0b upon 4 pi integral 0 to 2 pi cos omega t minus r upon c upon r cos phi dash d phi dash. See, here we have taken from di dash, it is d phi dash. Okay, cos phi dash d phi dash. So we have changed this parameter. Cos phi dash serves to pick out the y component of di dash. Okay, we have seen that A will be in the direction of y. Okay, so y component of di dash will be cos phi dash, and by the law of cosines, by the law of cosines, we can write r is equal to under root r square plus b square minus 2rb cos sine. Okay, so this is the law of cosine. R is equal to under root r square plus b square minus 2rb cos sine. Okay, and now what is sine? Here we can see sine. So psi is the angle between vector r and b. Okay, this one is the b and this is the vector r. So psi is the angle between vector r and b. Now if we divide this r and b, we can write, okay, here we can write r is equal to r sin theta x cap plus r cos theta z cap, and b is equal to b cos theta b cos phi x cap plus b sin phi y cap. So this one is the r and b. Now rb cos psi is equal to r. rb cos psi is equal to rb sin theta into cos phi dash. So we can write from this r is equal to under root r square plus b square minus 2rb sin theta into cos phi dash. Okay, so this one will be r. For a perfect dipole, see, this is not a perfect dipole. Okay, so for perfect dipole we want the loop to be extremely small. એટલે કે પરફેક્ટ ડાયપોલ બનાવવા માટે શું કરવું પડે, લૂપ છે એકદમ નાની હોવી જોઈએ. એટલે એવું કહી શકાય એપ્રોક્સિમેશન 1 મુજબ આપણે એવું કરી શકીએ, b ઇઝ લેસ ધેન r. એટલે કે b ની વેલ્યુ r કરતાં ઘણી જ નાની હોવી જોઈએ, કારણ કે આપણે પરફેક્ટ ડાયપોલ તરફ જવું હોય તો એ કરવું પડે. So we can write r is approximately equal to small r in the bracket 1 minus b upon r cos theta and cos phi dash. Okay, now we have only taken the first order in b. Okay, so here we have taken approximately equal to sign. Now what will be the 1 upon r? 1 upon r is equal to 1 upon r into 1 plus b upon r sin theta into cos phi dash. Here also it will be sin theta. Okay, so this way we get 1 upon r. Now another parameter required is cos omega t minus r upon c. Okay, so it will be approximately equal to cos the bracket omega t minus r upon c plus omega b upon c into sin theta into cos phi dash. Okay, so we have already taken this type of derivation in electric dipole also. So in this magnetic dipole radiation there is also derivation will be like electric dipole radiation. Now cos omega t minus r upon c See, here we have take this cos alpha plus beta. Okay, so we know that cos alpha plus beta is equal to cos alpha cos beta. See, here we can see that cos alpha cos beta, and here plus, then here we will take sin minus sin alpha sin beta. Okay, so this is the formula we are applying here, and omega into t minus r upon c will be taken as alpha, and this one is taken as beta. So from this equation we can write cos alpha into cos beta. It means cos omega b upon c into sin theta into cos phi. Okay, so this is cos alpha cos beta, then minus sin alpha sin beta, then sin omega t minus r upon c into sin omega b upon c into sin theta cos phi dash. Okay, so we have already taken some approximations in electric dipole radiation also. So in this case also, assume the size of the dipole is small. So this is nothing but approximation. Okay, approximation 2. What is the approximation? We assume that the size of the dipole is small compared to the wavelength radiated. It means b is less than c upon omega. Okay, so c upon omega is the wavelength and b is the radius of the wire loop. So here we have assumed that size of the dipole is small as compared to the wavelength radiated. Okay, so if we put this in above equation, then we can write cos omega t minus r upon c is approximately equal to cos omega t minus r upon c minus, now this is as it is, then minus, see second order term is dropped from this above equation, so here we get minus omega b upon c into sin theta into cos phi dash and sin omega t minus r upon c. Okay, so this is the equation we get. Now inserting these equations value of cos and 1 upon r in the equation of potential A, then we can write, and also dropping the second order terms. Okay, so we can write here is the A of r comma t is approximately equal to, see why here we are taking approximately equal to, because we are dropping the second order terms, so it will be not exactly equal to but approximately equal to mu0 into I0 into b upon 4 pi r y cap integral 0 to 2 pi and cos omega t minus r upon c plus b sin theta into cos phi dash. Okay, now into 1 upon r cos omega t minus r upon c minus omega upon c into sin omega t minus r upon c into cos phi dash into d phi dash. Okay, so now how we gets this? So just we have to put, we have a in a formula of potential, vector potential, we have put the different values. Okay, that is 1 upon r and cos omega t minus r upon c. So these values will be put in a equation of vector potential, then we get the this. And here અહીંયા આપણે એપ્રોક્સિમેટલી ઇક્વલ ટુ લીધેલું છે, એનો મતલબ એવો થાય છે કે આપણે સેકન્ડ ઓર્ડર ટર્મ છે એને નિગ્લેક્ટ કરેલા છે, એટલે કે ડ્રોપ કરી દીધા છે, એટલા માટે આપણે આવું મળશે. બરાબર. હવે આમાં શું થાય છે, ફર્સ્ટ ટર્મ ઇન્ટિગ્રેટ્સ ટુ 0. ઓકે, ઇટ મીન્સ ઇન્ટિગ્રલ 0 to 2 pi cos phi dash d phi dash is equal to 0. Okay, and second term involves the integral of cosine squared. Okay, so for this we can write this integral 0 to 2 pi cos square phi dash d phi dash is equal to pi. Putting this in and noting that in general a points in the phi direction. એટલે કે આની વેલ્યુ આપણે આને ઉપર મૂકશું આમાં, એટલે શું થશે, તો એ જે છે એ પોઇન્ટ્સ ટુ phi direction. So conclusion is that the vector potential of an oscillating perfect dipole is, so here we can write vector potential vector potential of an oscillating perfect magnetic dipole is A of r theta t. It is equal to mu 0 into m0 upon 4 pi into sin theta upon r, and it is equal to 1 upon r cos omega t minus r upon c minus omega upon c into sin omega t minus r upon c. Okay, so it will point phi. Okay, so here we have take phi cap. In the static limit, it means omega is equal to 0, that is called static. We recover the familiar formula. Okay, we get A of r comma theta is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi into m0 sin theta upon r square into phi cap. Okay, so this is the familiar formula for vector potential and it is known as a potential of a magnetic dipole. Okay. Now another approximation we can write in this case is in the radiation zone approximation 3 will be R should be greater than C upon omega. ઓકે, એટલે કે R છે એ C upon omega કરતાં ઘણું વધારે હોવું જોઈએ. So first term in A is negligible. Okay. It means in the formula of A of R theta t, the first term will be negligible. So we can write A of R theta t is equal to minus mu 0 m0 omega upon 4 pi c. Okay, so it is sin theta upon R and sin omega t minus R upon c. Okay, here is phi cap. So this will be the formula for potential of a magnetic dipole. Okay. Now from A we obtain the fields at a large R. Okay. હવે આપણી પાસે A આવી જાય છે, બરાબર છે, અને એક મિનિટ A મળી જાય આપણને, એટલે એના ઉપરથી આપણે ઇલેક્ટ્રિક ફિલ્ડ E અને ફ્લક્સ B ફાઇન્ડ કરી શકીએ છીએ. તો E કઈ રીતે ફાઇન્ડ કરી શકાય? તો E is equal to see if we are differentiate A with respect to t, then we get E. So E is equal to minus del A upon del t. Okay, so it is a partial differentiation of A with respect to t. So what will be the differentiation? It will be mu 0 m0 omega square upon 4 pi c into sin theta upon r into sin, sorry, it will be differentiation of this will be cos omega t minus r upon c. Okay, and phi cap. તો અહીંયા તમે જોઈ શકો છો કે આપણે ડિફરન્સિએશન કરવાનું છે વિથ રિસ્પેક્ટ ટુ ટી, એટલે આ બીજા બધા ટર્મ્સ છે એ કોન્સ્ટન્ટ થઈ જશે, અને સાઇન જે છે એમાં ટી આવે છે એટલે સાઇનનું શું થઈ જશે? કોસ થઈ જાય છે. તો એ રીતે તમે આપણે હવે જો અહીંયા માઇનસ નિશાની હતી, અહીંયા માઇનસ હતી. ઓકે, તો એ માઇનસ માઇનસ અહીંયા કેવું થઈ ગયું છે? પ્લસ થઈ ગયું છે. ઓકે, તો આ રીતે આપણે ઈ ફાઇન્ડ કરી શકીએ. આ એક્ઝામમાં પણ ઘણી વખત પૂછાય છે. તો આ વસ્તુ ઈ ફાઇન્ડ કરવું એ આપણે એની આપણી પાસે વેલ્યુ હોય તો એના ઉપરથી આપણે ઈ ફાઇન્ડ આ રીતે ડેરિવેટિવ કરીને કરી શકીએ છીએ. અને બીજી વેલ્યુ છે બી. બી કઈ રીતે ફાઇન્ડ કરી શકાય? તો બી ઇઝ ઇક્વલ ટુ ડેલ ક્રોસ એ. સો ઇટ ઇઝ ઇક્વલ ટુ માઇનસ મ્યુ 0 m0 into omega square upon 4 pi c square into, see here is a cross product. Okay, cross product આપણે અહીંયા લીધેલી છે. તો સેમ વસ્તુ આપણે ડિરાઈવ કરેલી હતી શેના માટે? ઇલેક્ટ્રિક ડાયપોલ રેડિયેશન માટે. તો સેમ મેથડથી આપણે અહીંયા આ પણ ફાઇન્ડ કરી શકીએ છીએ. હવે અહીંયા શું થઈ ગયું? જો અહીંયા ફાઈ ડાયરેક્શન કેવું હતું? ફાઈ કેપ, અહીંયા થીટા કેપ થઈ જશે. ઓકે, તો આપણે સિમ્પલી આનું પણ આપણે આ રીતે ફાઇન્ડ કરી શકીએ છીએ. સો અહીંયા આપણે અલગ અલગ એપ્રોક્સિમેશનનો યુઝ કરેલો છે, બરાબર. 3 એપ્રોક્સિમેશન લીધા, એમાં અહીંયા આપણે એપ્રોક્સિમેશન 3નો અહીંયા યુઝ કરેલો છે. તો આ આખી મેથડ થઈ ગઈ કે આ મેથડથી આપણે શું E અને B પણ ફાઇન્ડ કરી શકીએ ફોર મેગ્નેટિક રેડિયેશન ડાયપોલ. ઓકે, થેન્ક યુ.